Hey traders, in this update I'm going to talk about the whole trade this, not that, right? We want to chart certain names that have a better tendency of follow through than others, and probably the two symbols that I get asked the most by far are gold and silver. And so I'm going to continue to remind everybody that and these are weekly charts that I'm looking at right now. We'll dial into the daily. But as we see these overall trends, slightly longer term trends, in the 10-year note heading higher, that is going to suggest that real yields are also heading higher. And if real yields are heading higher, we're going to continue to see gold head lower. And I've been just kind of looking at the ETFs of the TNX, the GLD, and the SLV. So I'm really not that interested in gold. I know it kind of based a little bit here. I think it's kind of interesting to look at the weekly, this point of control, and this Darvis level. Now let's dial it into the daily. You can see the range that we're stuck within. But this is not a market yet that I'm really keen on trading. If this particular low does not exceed the low that we saw on the 8th, maybe we have a little bit of a basing pattern. I would not consider this a potential 1, 2, 3. Really what I want to see, if gold is going to make any kind of attempt at moving higher, is I want to see not only the market get above this level right here, that volume ledge, but then it needs to trade on top of it, maybe test it before moving higher. So I want to see not only a break through that, but then coming back down to test it and then start to move higher. So that's a long way away. Now, what about silver? Now, I'm going to look at SLV for silver, mainly because my play on silver is slightly longer term. What I'd like to see is this 200 exponential moving average hold, nice volume ledge through here that is helping not only, this is a price-based level. Remember, moving averages are based on price. This is a volume level, right? So those two levels are corresponding for a pretty decent level for silver to base and maybe move higher. But if I go out to the weekly chart, and silver is part of a longer term portfolio I have as well, these pullbacks on the weekly to the wave have been really quite good. And that same level of the 200 exponential and the volume ledge is what this candle is reflecting. So I do like silver for another shot at maybe this area around 25.5, maybe 25.20. And so this is where I'd start looking at that potential pullback within the context of kind of a trend that's lost some of its swagger, but it's certainly still viable. And then the last metal, which is by far my favorite, let's take a look at copper. This is a longer trend. Now, when I'm looking at weekly markets, gang, I'm not using the weekly to trade, but weekly is a really good way to understand the current macroeconomic environment that we are in, right? Our macroeconomic environment is reflation. You can see the trend here. Now, the trade will come from the daily, and while this has lost a lot of swagger, it's been an interesting end of quarter, I do look at this starting to move back higher. And we haven't broken the wave. We haven't broken this 55 exponential moving average. We haven't gone negative on the MACD. We've just lost a little bit of that, as I say, swagger, that double green swagger. This is fine to look for a long position from. And I'll be looking for more longs in copper. Again, very much a name that should benefit from the overall reflationary environment that we're in. All right, so there's a look at some metals that I've got on my radar, my favorite, my least favorite, and one that I think is going to continue to outperform. I'll see you in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and leave a comment below. And also subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified of the next update. And when you're ready for some more analysis, deep dive on my trading style, and different markets that I'm watching, be sure to check out my free newsletter, Countdown Trader, at countdowntrader.com. I'll see you in the next video.